Saturday's showdown, B&K Fearex versus Kwangdong Freaks.
And the Fleet Footwork and the Doran Shield. So not as much power in the mid lane.
K can grab themselves a win here. Even a game means a lot. Let's jump into the rift for game number 1. I think having access to it against Clear is going to be incredibly important. Clear are also going to be
could dive this.
Yep, they're going to go for it as Grand Entrance is going to get a bit of value, but there's the permafrost. There's the first blood. Moham tanking up the turret beautifully. And Henna does have a control ward here, so he might be able to get a little bit of damage down. The extender beam will be avoided though, and Henna not able to get any joy.
Below being forced out.
All right. He's going to tank first and kill the Rakan. That's what he said. I autoed, take the Rakan, and then he's going to flash.
Yep, pretty straightforward. Played it as well as you could imagine.
Yeah, called it.
Yeah, kind of trying to threaten.
Yeah, watch out for W. I think he's going to have a little bit of a Bristle and Sejuani problem, though. And he may just have to vacate the area because there is so much extra advantage. Kingan's got Equalizer. He has to get out.
Yeah, we do see Clear TP back in, so maybe with some backup they can contest this, but they are trying to figure out if that's what they want now. No supports have moved up. It's just a 3v3.
Yep, Lucid comes in, finds the Arctic Assault as Equalizer goes down. Closer going to get very close to being stunned. He will be going back, and there is the Slicing Maelstrom. Clear almost able to do it and will finally lock down his opposite number. It's a 1-for-1.
Put it in favor of D+.
Oh, there's the hook. Oh, Duro. He's going to get depth charge as well. Oh, aiming is actually just going to go straight into the Grand Entrance. Ignite was ticking down, but the last tick not enough. That's why you drink your potions. And aiming with a little bit of a mistake there. Goes over to Clear, and he was already going to be an issue that D+ didn't have a lot of tools with. And so in goes Lucid. He is going to throw the ultimate away, but it does not matter. Permafrost is going to be enough. And Aftershock hadn't even gone off yet.
Look at the ult team, and Clear does a good job of turning it around. And now Raptor starting this Dragon up. The team are moving to cover. Duro's still level 5. No ultimate on this Rakan.
Yep, there's a pincer maneuver though as the cease and desist comes in. Showmaker just flashes away. Grand Entrance just barely catches the Corki. This is what this comp does. They identify a target and they will kill it.
Even in situations.
Really does, as Kingan is taking a lot of plates. Clear, not a lot of options with Lucid in the vicinity. And Raptor's going to turn up, but that was already a lot of minions that did go down. I believe it was a cannon that did tank a lot of it. So at least Clear gets in for the rest of them, as Hook gonna just barely miss onto Duro, who does a grand exit the whole situation. And in the meantime, Clear does have a big minion wave to deal with. Prison value is gonna be massive. Well, looking for a bit of an angle here. B&K as Raptor goes in, looks for Lucid. Cease and desist comes down. The Grand Entrance is glorious. And the Equalizer not really doing what it wants, but it does take down a Grub. Not too bad there. There's the Slicing Maelstrom from Clear. He holds it for the last second, and now Showmaker, he gets ulted on. Not going to get knocked up by the Q, but he knows that he's dead. Aiming can do nothing. Isn't even able to lock down that cannon at the end, and D+ lose the gold lead.
And this stolen, but looks like Moham is here to put a stop to it.
Well, he's going to try to. I don't think they know exactly what's going on here as finally the ward goes down, but Raptor has achieved his goal. We'll start off the Dragon now. Vision is in this pit. So DK, they have an opportunity to make something happen. Hex Flash over.
Back to pick up Triforce is obviously a big spike, so not great timing. Looks like Kingan wants a solo kill here.
Yeah, or maybe not a solo kill, because Clear is going to have to worry about a Nautilus and about a Sejuani. As in comes Lucid, he's going to nail the ulti this time. Max range hook, and Lucid locks down the kill. With the help of, a little bit of help from my friends, Kingan says.
Know what's coming, but there's not much you can do to stop it. And now it looks like follow-up on a closer.
Yeah, I've seen this one before. Aiming's going to turn up as well. You may as well just bring all of your buddies as they take down the turret. Nothing Closer can do. My goodness, he just got torn to shreds.
Members of D+, this is going to go down. You can see Closer, they're walking up. It looks like they want to make this a fight.
Yeah, Glacial Prison does come down. Raptor able to Vault Breaker away from the Arctic Assault as well. Not a whole lot of value picked up here by Lucid, as now the re-engage does come through. Raptor still holding onto that ultimate like we were talking about before. He's so good at choosing his target. The hook, it comes down. The Slicing Maelstrom gets into the back line. Lucid goes down, and the cannon value is not as high this time, but it still does its job. Double kill comes through for Clear, and DK just didn't have enough left.
Just as you see D+ trying to move on a Raptor, he creates enough space, and B&K Fearex collapse in on them once again. There's no way they can fight this right now. They need to get second items before they can look for it, so they'll just give it up.
Yep.
I think it's the correct decision. You know, you don't have to fight every single one.
Whoa, that's a flash forward from Kingen. He just gets the ult out of Clear and says, that's my trade.
Into like a Vi. So aiming, knowing that he might be targeted. I think that means even more pressure on Showmaker as a target.
Oh, they are going to go into Moham here, who is looking for a way out, but Lucid's going in. There's teleports from top laners and mid laners all over the place. Closer with a decent flank angle, but that equalizer was beautiful. Slicing Maelstrom. Let's see whether it gets the value, but Kingen goes golden, aiming, still trying to get it done as the ulti is avoided. Thereby Closer, but now it's Henna's turn to pop up. They take down the cannon, they're aiming. He gets that value, but is still just going to be cut down. And Kingen just running for the hills. It's a quadra kill for Henna. As Showmaker, he takes down Closer here, gets a double himself, but now Raptor and Henna fancy themselves a Baron.
For B&K Fear and they'll use that advantage to lead on the Baron, but they don't have enough damage. They're just going to give away so much action. And a lot of summoners down, and now we're looking at a potential another fight here.
Yep, straight into another 5v5 as the first Ocean Drake of the game. And okay, Lucid just walks on over and takes that. So no 5v5, just a stealy. It's a bit of a steal moment.
Yeah, just slides in, grabs it. Didn't want to have to commit to the full fight and just...
Whoa, that's a flash forward. The ulti is going to get buffeted here, but there is an immediate Glacial Prison. Aiming very safe over the wall, but isn't able to auto-attack now as Showmaker is just dead. Aiming, he waits for Closer to come back. Gets that one kill, but everyone else is dying.
The value Closer got there, the ult to buff for the CC, and now they're tentative about going for the Baron, having just lost it. Clear is looking.
Yeah, Aiming wanted to find that Void Seeker as they look for Lucid now. Clear very aware of the fact that Aiming is the true target. And Arctic Assault, Vault Breakers, they're just going to trade some places here. Get out there quick, smart. And that is going to eat an ultimate here as they do spot them on the Baron. Now Duro just trying to play cleanup. You can see Clear doesn't have flash, but has a pretty good position. They spot him.
It's just gone.
Yeah, this Baron, like, what are they going to be able to do? How can they actually get in here as Lucid is just being bounced? And he is not allowed to get in there. Level 16's hit by both Henna and Closer off the back of that as well.
Siege, your answer is to engage. But you can see D+ are tentative about engaging into B&K Fear X right now. Kingen, Moham, trying to set a trap but won't succeed.
Yeah.
And now they could just look to take this tier 2 as well. You can see Lucid trying to posture.
Yep, they do engage onto Lucid here, looking for the dive angles. Decent assist onto Aiming. He goes so deep and he finds his target. The slicing Maelstrom from Clear means that they have nowhere to go. They'll take down the turret as well. And Clear just presses W. Good night to Lucid. That's an ace. And with the Baron, I think B&K just won the game.
There's no safe haven against B&K Fear X. Your turret is meaningless. The engage is so clean. They take down Aiming, and they're going to take game 1 in this series.
Oh, gorgeously done. 10, 3, and 7 on this cannon. He was not tired at all this game. Had a really good one.
On an upswing. But a lot of the teams they've faced have been weaker teams, apart from Gen G, who obviously everyone's losing against. But this has been their big test. How does a new game plan work against one of our top squads? And the answer is pretty damn good.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is against the team that sort of designed the way that they're playing at the moment as well. Like DK, they have been a team that sort of was the dive team. That was where they...
It is B&K Fear X committing to having those dive threats. And the Gragas, the Alistair, great at disengaging that.
Are so good. See whether they can do it in a 2-0. That would be crazy. Let's jump onto the rim.
See how he fares into Clay, who has gone for that airy, the consistent pressure.
Yeah, Moham will be secured by Aiming. Nicely done. It's just a face down between these two. Shattering Strike goes wide. And Pulverize going to come on through once again. Moham going to roar triumphantly, but it's a good crash down. That is a lot of burst damage here onto Moham. Henna just fully charged up. There's the sudden first blood in the 2v2. The exhaust was just too late.
Yeah, kind of hot win streak. Yeah, been having a lot of impact, I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, Duro also trying to have some impact here as he gets the Shattering Strike crash down, and Showmaker's going to have to flash. He does so, loses most of his health bar. He pulls Duro in underneath the turret, and he has to flash away as well. Over to B&K here, as we can see as Lucid looking for a bit of a gank angle. There's the delivery. Kingen playing it out beautifully once again, but the Slicing Maelstrom's going to create enough distance. Barrel goes down, though, and the body slam is going to end the cannon. Decided he wanted to walk eastward, and that is not really the maneuver, as Raptor may also pay the price. Body slam is good. Bramble Smash is great as well, but it's just not enough. And that is a double kill. Necessarily being a Corki guy, I feel like Closer is a bit of a Corki guy.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lead mid, Corki really strong in the laning phase, but also there was a CS lead top before those 2 kills, a kill lead bot. Raptor looking for Lucid. Oh, the slow comes in.
Yeah, gonna find the twisted advance flash out from Lucid, and now he's looking to try and turn this one around. There's the flash headbutt pole from Moham. True Shot Barrage onto Duro as well, but the Nature's Grasp trying to keep the distance. It does not work, and Lucid still following after Raptor here. Closer moving down. Seismic Shove going to be avoided, but still takes a bunch of rocks to the face. And
okay, what's good against a dive comp? Anti-dive, right?
Yeah.
BNK are like, well, how do we be anti-dive? We just dive harder.
That's the answer. Is there's a party cask. That is a score special if you guys have been watching replay, as I think Kingen might be dead. I think that he may not be able to get out of this one. That is a very fun usage of the blast cone, but you are still dead. That is a kill going over to Henna. 2-0-0 on the Zeri, and they're going to use these grubs to get a few extra plates as well, and translating that into money for the Zeri.
Well, because the wave wasn't there, BNK Fearex a little bit slower than they would have otherwise liked to clear out this wave. With Gragas TPing, oh, it might be a redive.
Oh god, yeah. Kingen just knows he is immediately out of there. The Nature's Grasp comes down, but that will guarantee first turret blood, or at least very, very close. Yes, it is. This one is going to go down, as Aiming was racing as fast as he could, but it does not work out. So the turret will be answered immediately, but BNK get that little bit of extra gold by being the first ones to do so.
The thing is, because this is not where you want to be.
No, he is somewhat behind the turret. There is a crash down, and the Chonky Man is in a bit of trouble. He's going to flash, he's going to try and body slam, but the Magnet Storm is gorgeous. It pulls him back over the wall. Okay, bit of a tango, 2v2 in the mid lane, but now we've got a Rift Herald started up by Lucid. Just feels like BNK have that extra level of control right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you look, Kingen has no TPs coming from base. Showmaker does have TP, but they're now TPing and they want the fight. Juro's already pretty low.
Yeah. We do have a Weaver's Wall. Haven't really seen it utilized so far just yet.
Oh, Claire, I'm not sure if they know they've seen him now.
Yeah, cease and desist immediately down onto the cannon. The Seismic Shove going to be layered in. They take down the Lightning Rat. They're looking to secure the Rift Herald. Closer, can he actually get on and take down the Eye? That's the question. Another Seismic Shove as Showmaker taking matters into his own hands. The flash forward from Lucid. He's like, yes, Captain, I will take them down on the Weaver's Wall just to clean up, as Showmaker kind of stuck in amongst absolutely everything. True Shot Barrage from Aiming saying, I'm helping, and he absolutely is. That's still one picked up for Closer, who's now moving forward. Okay, little Corgi, let's see what you can get done here. The exhaust goes down. Can Closer just fight through it, as Kingen says, no, you can't.
Oh,
and he's just
see the respect they have now for the Kennen, who is TPing in.
All right.
It's the flash cleanse, Ezreal.
If at first you don't succeed, press all your buttons, make circles, kill Ezreal. And that is exactly what they'll do. Clear will say thank you very much.
And that's coming in with the ultimate if you go in this route. Also, you don't have a Seeker's Arm Guard right now, which you could buy otherwise, but he does have that Shadow Flame.
Yeah.
Isn't any good wards for him to TP behind? Maybe that one in mid, the control ward, could be an angle.
Or the ward that he just put down in the bottom side, as Raptor is the only one tagged by that True Shot Barrage. Looks like Clear is actually just going to clear the wave. And maybe BNK just give this up. Never mind, it is going to be a Nature's Grasp coming down. They try and avoid it, as now Closer throwing in some rockets. There goes the Dragon. BNK not going to overly commit onto this one. Didn't worry about missing out on some extra gold on the map, as Clear is going to discover him. He just throws down the ulti. The Slicing Maelstrom comes in. Henna now looking to just finish it off, and there is the kill. Still Aiming's able to get one back. Henna now looking for the Extendo Beam. Does not get it, as Showmaker throws down the Weaver's Wall. That is going to mean that it is just a one-for-one trade.
This game, but then side selection and the opportunity to adapt goes over to BNK Fearex. Oh, comes in.
Yeah, Dura able to jump over the wall. Really beautifully done there, as Lucid once again finding the angle, but another flash.
Though, you know, it's a minute and a half until that Dragon. The ult's going to be back up. The flash won't, and they get that again.
Oh, Aiming. Cleansing once again as Henna dives forward. Lucid wants to get the angle, but Aiming just goes down. Henna, can you keep yourself alive? That's the question. Crashdown comes in from Duro. and Anna gets over the wall. Still Kingen is in there, finds the Crypt Bloom explosion to take down the Zeri, and the whole bottom lane just falls apart. Still, B&K getting back onto the same page, and it's bottom lane for bottom lane here, as now it's just the top sides doing battle. Outer turret will be taken out, and B&K actually using the play and turn it into their favor.
Yep.
This meant that it was able to work out. Still, B&K gonna look to try and deny this soul, but the Baron on the table for D+, and aiming and Lucid getting through it very, very quickly. Showmaker trying to play bouncer, wants to get rid of B&K. There's a body slam. Raptor looking to find Kingen, who does flash forward, but he's going down so incredibly low. The cask does absolutely nothing. Look at these health bars from D+. They are in so much trouble. And Clear still threatening. Doesn't have flash, but the slicing Maelstrom is still there. And now they are just out-positioning D+, and they should be able to secure the Dragon if they'd like to get over there. Rift Scuttler will be taken down.
Yeah, that should be enough. They get the Rift Scuttler, they get everyone low. They know that D+ has to reset, so now they can go over the Dragon, secure that, and know the Baron will be taken in return. Is this a TP for the Baron? Or for a pick?
Showmaker just going to get crashed into. Slicing Maelstrom comes down, and I don't know what the thinking was. Showmaker just dies.
Not the best play we've seen, and now B&K Fear-X, blood is in the water, and they are hunting for D+.
Oh no, what a colossal mistake from the mid laner of D+, and now the Rockets are raining down. They may need to give up Baron as well on top of this. The punishment could not be more severe.
And with them just baiting TP, even when he respawns, it'll take him a while to get there. D+ trying to approach over. Juro playing interruption with no walls. Big true shot barrage, but the heal comes in from Raptor. They're trying to approach and get their way in.
Yep, Duro does find the shattering strike there. It's a good body slam to look for the engage, but Closer creates the distance. Moham, he might have an unbreakable will, but he's still in the death chamber, aiming. Arcane shifts forward again, and it's another twisted advance. Closer still looking for more of these angles as Clear. He is going to go down, but he gets his job done, and it's a triple for the Corki. Still don't think that they've got health bars to take down the Baron. And so at least D+ saved that. But he's still put together so much money in this one, and 3 items is no joke for the Gragas. As Clear is in the bottom lane, teleport in hand. He's now looking to go back, but he might need to immediately channel that teleport. DK not fancying themselves a 5v5. I think maybe they could have stayed on that Baron, but never mind. Seismic Shove not going to find the cannon, as that teleport angle was dangerous.
And D+ got what they wanted. They got the TP from Ken, and they also got the Maokai ult. That's what they were looking for from that play. Big resources expended. Anyone's in real position to punish him. The engage looking to come in.
Yeah, Lucid, cease and desist does come on down as they look for Raptor. He's going to flash. Moham now inside the Magnet Storm as the rest of B&K just looking to disengage. They successfully do so, but the Maokai had to use the flash. Rush control. As Raptor is in there. Lucid going to be discovered by Clear, or Lucid will discover Clear because the Nature's Grasp does come on down. Lucid's going to be the first one to die as Clear is going to be traded for it. A 4v4 now on the Rift as the health bars looking like they very much favor B&K.
And the jungler's down, so no smite for the side of D+. You can see they try and pull the Dragon out, get the aggro. They know they can't win a smite fight. Raptor should have this in the bag.
He should. Let's see whether he can lock it down, and there it is. It is 3 Drakes apiece. We are going the distance when it comes to the elementals, but it is still a 1-for-1 trade, and now it is parity when it comes to dragons. The gold is dead even between these two teams. And the quad Infernal Soul is what B&K are looking at in 2.5 minutes, as well as Lucid once again going to get caught. The Slicing Maelstrom gets the flash out, and Clear holds on to his.
A massive payoff. Clear.
The Spidey senses are nutty.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be enough. Cease and desist does come on through. The Seismic Shove there as well. On to Clear. He stuns Lucid though, and he gets himself out.
Yeah,
now the team just says, no, back away. We're going to try and do this fight right. We're going to do it on the Drake as they start this one off. Henna within auto range, and that's going to mean that this goes down extremely quickly. DK just holding, but it's just going to go. And now Duro looking for position. There is the Nature's Grasp. DK, can Kingen find the angle? That's the question. But do B&K even care? Are they just going to back away?
They got what they wanted. They don't need a fight, but they see an angle. They'll absolutely take it. This team is ruthless, and D+.
They look paralyzed.
They couldn't find an angle in. They couldn't find a way to approach. And the Soul, especially, I feel like the Corki more than anyone. Those rockets are starting to see them really chunk out. The big ones.
Ow.
There you see the burst damage comes through. Showmaker getting chunked out by that. And
But to do so is now Henna. Oh, dashes out of the way! That could have been game losing. That moment, they're going to try and turn it around though as the Nature's Grasp comes in. Duro, can he get a Magnus Storm as Raptor is so far forward, but Clear gets an angle headbutted, exhausted. He is out of there, but now Closer is in position. Kingen eats everything, and it's only Moham that's gone down so far. 3 members of BNK, all of them with the Infernal Soul, but they lose 2.
And you see the ones going in, Clear and Raptor, no flashes to assist with their engage, and they just get decimated by D+. Find a much harder time making their way in without the summoners, and now D+ looking towards the Baron. 4 members against 3, but those super strong 80 carries still up and available. You can see Closer, low on mana, going towards the blue, and it looks like they're just going to give this one up. The Soul went over to BNK FearX, but the Baron will be D+'s.
There is always the cooldowns to deal with it, as Raptor truly believing as, okay, Henna trying to dash his way up. There's a cease and desist. He does have a GA, remember, but the cannon does not. He just evaporates. There's nothing he can do, and then the explosion comes down. Closer is still extremely scary. Gets out of the way of the explosive cask, as now Duro pulling the wave as best he can. But DK, this is 15 seconds before the Elder spawns.
They don't have a jungler. Raptor is up, so it might be risky to go for the Elder, and instead they opt to go for the push, trying to make things happen, trying to get some towers down mid. Duro's on this flank angle. It's about 35 seconds for those respawns to come in. The base is going to take some hits here. I don't think they can end. The Corki's got enough poke to clear out the wave, but damage is being done to the structures.
Yeah.
Closer needs one combo to clear out these minions.
Another arcane shift forward, and this time it's Kingen who will destroy Closer. There goes the damage. Raptor will be taken down as well. And Duro, he's going to hold on to this minion wave for dear life, ladies and gentlemen. Will he be able to buy enough time? The answer is yes for Clear to respawn. Henna will be up as well, but what can they do?
Yeah, it's going to be hard. It might be enough. Clear needs to get a big ult immediately if he's going to keep his Nexus towers alive.
Yeah, there's the headbutt pulverized from Moham, though.
There it is.
He flashes in. Clear will find Showmaker, and aiming goes down as well. Henna with a triple kill, and D+, they may have overextended. The ignite from Duro, he's going to mount back up again and look to take down Kingen. But now, Showmaker aiming, Moham, all of them dead for 40+ seconds, and Clear will find Kingen on the back end, and he's still going to go down. Still, Lucid goes forward, takes down the cannon, but they've lost 4. It is only Lucid that's up.
The clutch there is a TP available though for Showmaker. There's no wave in mid. They made sure of that.
Oh, this is down.
Baron.
Lucid nowhere to be seen. That is going to be the...
This is such a hard game. If BNK FearX were to lose from here, it'd be so hard to recover from, but they have all the tools they need. They have the late game carries, they have the triple buffs. D+ need a miracle from here to get themselves back in this series. They're doing a pretty good job of wave clearing. A bot tower dies to the wave, but BNK FearX don't care. They're looking for the engage.
Yep, they're looking to try and win this one right now. The Nature's Grasp comes in. They all line up behind Moham, and they need to avoid a fight because the Elder Dragon is so incredibly powerful. It's up for another 35 seconds, and BNK know that this is just about trying to do their best to take down structures.
This is a super wave they have to work with and try and get the Nexus towers down. The Elder's tying out.
Closer! He needs to be so incredibly careful. He doesn't have a GA. As now Henna going to get cease and desisted, thrown back and destroyed aiming. He's going to be able to lock him down, lose it. He's probably going to die to the Elder. They take 2 of them. Showmaker dead as well. And Raptor, so dangerous. The GA is going to pop, but the Dragon's Wrath comes down again. And Closer down to the GA now. Kingen, he goes golden aiming. He's up once more, and they take down the Corki. They're holding on. They'll save the base.
And Kingen has TP. Look at the ball wave. They can end.
Oh my God, he's going to do it. This is absolute cinema. This is ludicrous. And we'll have another game in the series.
They find the miracle against the triple buff. They managed to clean up. Aiming and Kingen clutch it out, and they managed to keep the series alive.
Oh my God, you can see it in Moham's face. He's like, guys, is this what you deal with every day? I never want, my heart's about to explode, but they're still gonna win the game, and they have to do this again.
Going at game 3 after an absolute slugfest. Aiming, as you'll no surprises, does that again, but for me, Kingen, so many pivotal ults in that one. After some little mishaps in lane, really came through big.
He like woke up.
I feel like their composition feels a bit out of theme from what we've seen so far this series. They have abilities to start the fight, but picks
What
like
they're doing with the composition. I don't like closer on Maokai, but it's a lot of tools to get things done. Top of the Rift, game number 3.
I think everyone went Lucid, but if you don't, I respect it. Don't like closer on Maokai. I don't think
I do appreciate the clarification though, because that could have been extraordinarily confusing.
Yeah.
If closer was playing Maokai, that would be very strange.
It would be some good setup for the Lee Sin though, so there's that to take into account.
It could, like, if they were playing in Earth, could have been a thing. All right, Duro already starting things off. Doesn't have a lot of buttons.
That's a one trade.
Yeah, nailed it.
And then
We're going back, and it was pretty immediate as well. Is Lucid going to come on over, start on the enemy Raptors?
They know, they can find him.
Yeah, Raptor going to move in, and Lucid going to realize that he's probably not going to be able to get too much done. Does get the babies, little popcorn chickens. But now going to go for a bit of a smite fight as the Zenith Blade goes wide. Dura's still just going to walk up and say, no, Lucid.
So far delivering.
Yep. Bottom lane, pretty even, as we can see. Closer actually canceling the back. Doesn't have level 6. We'll see whether he needs it. As the wallop, max range is going to connect the flash forward to get the cripple. Seismic shove doesn't land, but because he dodged it, he's dead.
A bit as soon as possible, makes a way. But now we see Lucid coming down.
He might actually put pressure on this, as perhaps it's a cast a curse, perhaps it's not. As he's going in, they're looking for Moham. Can Duro actually get it? He does! They go 1 for 1.
And because they had to deal with Duro, they're not able to chase down Henna. Henna ends up getting away on that play, doesn't even burn flash. They can do about these grubs. This could be very risky for B&K Fearx. Any mistake would set them back massively.
Yeah, this is a 3v3 for now, but you can see the rest of the cavalry coming in. That Zenith Blade was dangerous, but they're still looking for Lucid. He gets the shield, and the bullet time's gigantic! There goes everyone on the side of B&K, and Henna has to flash to get himself out of it. A disaster for B&K Fearx.
They opt in
have a lot of mobility.
Should be a pretty easy dive setup onto Kingen, honestly. Just have the ult.
Not a large amount of Narbar, but Kingen not quite able to get these barrels to work out. It's a disaster, in fact, as he's thrown onto the rocks, strewn onto the shore, and will be taken down. That is clear, locking up that kill as the arrow not going to connect onto Showmaker. Good angle on the Valkyrie, so holds onto his flash. B&K, they do get something on the top side, but the trade is a little bit imbalanced. As you can see, aiming gets through all of these plates. The Gold King is just tearing money from the Rift.
He is.
We love them for that, but it might not be the avenue to victory here, despite the fact that they do need to put on extra pressure based on the compositions that we do see. Maybe stuck in a bit of a tough position. 2,000 gold the lead for D+ here as they're looking for Shelly.
There's a TP flank.
It's a long flank. Going to take a while to get this Talia in here, unless that Weaver's wall is going to be able to be a swift delivery. There's the wall down now as Clear, not with much of an armor, but he's building it. Moham trying to get out of there. Raptor doing his very best. Well, he connects onto aiming, and he's just executed. Moham not going to be able to do anything to save the rest of his teammates as Showmaker goes down as well. And Lucid just running for the hills. Closer comes on over, and that is just a wipe for B&K.
But so much is on him, and I think that makes the game plan so easy for B&K Fearx. If you kill aiming, you wipe so much gold from D+'s total. And he is without some, so you know what they're going to do every single team fight.
That's what they're going to be looking for. And she is pretty painfully stationary a lot of the time, especially when you press R. So it is Baron now up and available. Been there for about 35 seconds. Red buff, the consideration now for Lucid. Wants to give that to everyone. Raptor connecting a Q to it, though. As a battle for the Brambleback is upon us. Showmaker, Valkyries away from the Seismic Shove as the arrow's going to connect onto the tree. The chain CC is gigantic, but he's kicked away too early. He finds the shield, and now Duro is a little bit too far up. I believe red buff was secured there by B&K, so I guess they got what they were looking for. But a teleport going to need to be invested here as Clear comes down to deal with King.
They'll try and
stagger them, right?
Fight, yeah, because if you use them too close together, the shield is reduced by like 75%. Right. So not the greatest.
Well, we've got a Weaver's Wall coming down. They're looking for aiming, who's kind of trapped in this one, but the Nature's Grasp is going to be the response. Now Showmaker, good position. He brings Duro with him, and they just execute the Leona. That was gorgeously played. And B&K now just without their support, a 4 versus 5, and Clear with a Nabar in decent position. Still just looking for an angle onto Showmaker. Can he be the hero? Gets the Valkyrie. That is about it. And he really wants to make use of this. Yeah, there it is. The cone. He's going to land it onto 3. And that is so much damage. Clear now so incredibly low. They do get the twisted advance out of Lucid. And B&K just, there's not enough left in the tank. It is going to be the Dragon going over to D+, and that is another soul point for them. Yeah, let's just turn our attention to this Purple Worm. Everyone knows exactly what's going on here. Flank angle, great Nabar from Clear, but his health bar isn't entirely full. The teleport is coming on forward. He throws a house around. Good wallop timing, but Kingen, he's got oranges to eat and time to eat it as well. As the Baron going down lower and lower. Lucid looking for an angle to get himself in here. Can he actually lock this one down? The chain CC onto the Maokai is not the MF because she doesn't actually have the ultimate available. The Lee Sin is dead though. There are no smites left in this fight. And Closer is just going to get flashed on point blank from Showmaker. And he puts up the surprise Teemo. They're wondering what the heck that attempt was because DK just wiped them. Desperation. Arrow will connect. It's actually brought with Showmaker here as the seismic shove will be avoided. He does a lot of damage, but not enough, and will be taken out. There's the pick. Beautifully done from B&K, but is it going to be enough to actually win this one out as Raptor has his eyes on Moham, will connect the Q. That's not the target he was looking for. They're still corralling. Lucid going to take the next one. Raptor now a little bit further extended than he wants to be, but he'll put down a teleport ward here for Closer to make his way in. Make it rain comes down. Lucid trying to be that front line. Is Henna gonna get turned on? Death's Daughter just destroys him. There goes the Talir as well, and Duro. Oh my goodness, Clear gonna try and save it with a big ulti, but they've been overextended. They were looking for the angle, but the punishment, it doesn't work. Mini-Nut destroyed here by aiming, and D+. Their backs were against the wall. Game 2, they were losing until they stole the game, and this time, they just outthought B&K, and they will walk through. They will win this epic series in 3 games.
10th series win this summer from D+, and they managed to clutch it out. A super back-and-forth series ends with a game where they really take control and finish it in less than 30 minutes. Huge performance to close this one out.
Really well. Even though his laning phase didn't go that well. D+, what a way to secure playoff position. And they were talking about the Ash Arrow aiming, just apologizing for not being able to dodge any of the Ash Arrows. Thanks for the carry and things like this. My goodness, what an incredible marathon of a series. One of my favorites of the year.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason for the POG interview translation, joined by Kingen and Aiming. And with this victory, D+ Kia is advancing to the playoffs. Let's interview the POG winners, Kingen and Aiming, after their very long series up against B&K Fear X. Aiming, you secured a playoff spot after a very hard-fought victory. How do you feel? It feels absolutely amazing to make it to the playoffs, and it means a lot because we got to kind of like bounce back and pick up multiple wins and secure a spot in the playoffs. And Kingen, today's match was extremely long and it must have been physically exhausting. So how did you handle this? My life is all about having 3 gamers, having a long series, so I'm used to it, so it doesn't really affect my concentration or focus. Aiming, there was a change in D+ Kia's roster today. Moham started as your support. Can you tell us the reason behind this choice? It was in order to try multiple tactics and strategies, and we wanted to try out some of the different team colors and play style. Kingen, in both game 1 and 2, Clear picked Kennen. I think you were kind of thinking between Gragas and K'Sante in game 2 and then decided on Gragas. What led to this decision? Gragas and K'Sante are 2 different champions, Gragas, you have to go for the clutch play in the laning phase and also in the team fights. But he cannot really support the team, but for me, I am pretty confident in the
Gragas play starting from the laning phase, and also Gragas itself adds a lot of pressure to the enemies, especially their damage carries, so I wanted to play that role. Aiming the second game was crazy, breaking the records for both most kills and longest game of the season. What was the most challenging aspects of BNK FearX? I kind of felt like BNK really prefers a dive comp, so it was pretty, hard to deal with, but in the end, we were discussing how we're gonna kind of overcome that. And we had a base race in the end of game 2. It was a very thrilling play, so let's take a look at this replay. So only Gragas and Ezreal was left to kind of defend the base, and then King and Yu found the perfect angle with the body slam. So they had Elder and also Baron, With the Elder buff, I was not sure how it's gonna end as well, but I just saw the angle of E flash. I was not like calculating everything, I just went for it. Aiming, what was going through your head at that moment? Well, that Elder buff was so scary, but I was like, this is our last chance, so we had to, find the angle. We had to thread the needle, but Lucid managed to find the angle and open the team fight, and then the follow-up from Kingen to defend their Nexus and end the game was so on point. And we had a little bit of an emotional moment after that game to victory, but Kingen, you were maintaining your cold face. How did you pull that off? I mean, for me personally, I want to be like a machine when it comes to gameplay. I want to be, emotionless on stage. So when the rest of the players are like cheering or they're sad, I just try to just accept their emotion, but still I just want to keep calm and not get kind of taken over my own emotions. And then game 3, enemy rounded out the bottom lane comp with Ashley on a very strong lane duo. And then the answer coming from D plus Kia was Misfortune. So a lot of ban cards were invested to the AD carry role. So in the second phase, we were thinking what would be the best option for the AD carry. And then for team fight, Misfortune would be the best pick. And then you dealt an incredible amount of damage with your MF in game 3, reaching 2 core items by 14 minutes. How did you pull that off? I think one of my strengths is actually, my carry potential and the way, how fast I scale and farm. So I think it also was displayed in that game. Then any tips on using the MF ult? So there are some certain angles where AD carries can find, so when the enemies are grouped up, I try to be in the right position to drop my ult. So in game 3, D plus Kia followed BNK FearX trying the Baron and engaged a fight and secured an ace. Could you break down the fight for us? So after we won the previous team fight, we were aware that they are gonna go for the desperate Baron attempt, and we knew that they were gonna rush. So our reaction was so on point, and we had everything like calculated. Like when the Baron HP is like this amount low, we have to go for a fight and stuff like that. And today actually is Moham's birthday. Any birthday message for him? Dear Moham, Jaehoon, the birthday present is a victory. I'm so proud of you, and I hope we can keep up the good work together and get more wins as well. Congratulations and happy birthday!
사실 제 생일에는 경기를 졌었거든요.
I lost my match on my birthday, so I don't know, but still glad that he managed to get a win on his birthday. And then after game 2, he came to me and aiming, could you do me a fighting? And then I gave him a really loud fighting, and I bet maybe it helped him to, boost his confidence and get a win in game 3 as well. Now you have successfully advanced to the playoffs, so what aspects aspects do you plan to refine during the remaining regular season games? Now that we secured a spot in the playoffs, I think, yeah, just like you said, refining our performance and making our gameplay more clean is the most important part, you know. Still today, even looking back at the series, it's a big relief that we won, but, you know, having the longest game, having the most kill doesn't really mean that you are doing great. So next time, I hope we can have a cleaner, you know, game and improve teamwork. From now on, I think we are solely going to focus on our performance that will be showcased at the playoffs. And aiming, would you like to add on to that? Yeah, playoffs definitely is the real deal. So we have to come back stronger in order to start up a great race at the playoffs and win it all until the end. So we will focus on that. And this will be the end of the interview from Aiming, Kingen, and back to the space. Thank you.